thought you had the interceptor
Hey,
situation
Shalom,
under
Shalom,
control.
Shalom.
Why is Dan Kane the chairman of the...
Shalom, 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 everyone. My name is Zachariah Yahawah, and I'm coming back with another lesson. I've been up all night trying to put together a accurate 100% lesson, and for some reason, the AI kept on fucking up on me, so it had me frustrated. So now I got it, all through the grace of the Lord, man, and the Holy Spirit. I got it right. So now I want to bring it out. And as I was watching the video, watching other brothers' video and putting together this lesson, it was hard for me to stay focused on the other brothers' videos. So, but what I did, through the Spirit, I was able to absorb some of the information. So what I want to do is I want to go into this video through Elder YAHAWAH and land back off a lesson he did earlier, along with this lesson that I'm listening to now. And actually, this one is only 17 minutes. So let's watch this video here by the brother from Midas Touch. But let's do the fair use of the copyright statute of 1976. So here go the statute right here. Okay, it said, the fair use doctrine is a legal rule in U.S. Code Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 that allows people to use small parts of copyright work without permission for purposes like criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Okay, allowed purposes: criticism and comment, news reporting, teaching and research, and parody. So the four factors of the fair use is purpose or character, nature of work, amount used, and the market effects. All right, so I'm not monetized. I'm not strictly for educational purposes, such as what I just mentioned. So let's start here. Let's watch the video. Matter of fact, let's bring out the scripture first. Then we'll go on into the video. So I wanted to start here. Have to start all over again. So yeah, we living in some exciting time, man. And I'm seeing these people, man, crash out. Everybody crashing out except for the hopefully elect. The men, the prophets. So with the elder apostles and the bishops and like-minded men on down. That's why the Lord tell his people, man, to repent. And see, a lot of our people ain't repenting, man, and they continue to get caught up out here getting and being judged. So we got to repent and try to follow the statute and commandment, law, statute, and commandment to the best of our abilities. We ain't gonna be able to keep them all perfectly, but we got to try to make efforts. And then we fall off. We just got to get back up and keep on moving. Don't look to the left, or don't look to the right, or don't look down. Keep on looking up, because our redemption is near. So there's a lot of things I'm gonna be tackling, but I'm gonna take my time, and this is gonna be a 4-part lesson to this, because there's a lot of precept. So I'm gonna try to do each lesson an hour and a half each lesson. No more, no less. Try to keep it right on there, because I noticed when I do a video about an hour and a half long, they'll hurry up and process it, and it'll be up and ready to watch. But it's been the 6th time that I had to erase these videos off and start over. And then it takes for 5 or 6 days, and then after 5 or 6 days of waiting, the video still failed. So I'm just gonna keep the video that I got on this phone here that I'm working on, and then I'm gonna keep doing videos. Then I just upload the previous one, and then the latest one that I got stored up. So try to do 2 at a time, and that way it won't be overwhelmed and take all day. So let's see how that works. So y'all bear with me. I'm gonna pause this for a minute while and try to get everything together. All right, let's start here. Let's start here in Jeremiah chapter 50. Actually, I want to start in Jeremiah 49. Oh, that's not the one. Let me see if this is it. Nope, that's not it neither. Y'all bear with me here. Yeah, let's start right here. Okay, so let's start right here in Jeremiah chapter 49. I was watching all precept video, and he cited a verse. I think it was Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 10. So we're gonna start there. It said, so Yahawah uncovers Esau, and nothing hidden in the last days can be hidden. So the Lord is exposing these devils in these latter days. Okay, let's start here. It said, but I have made Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 10, straight to the point. It says, but I have made Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So the Lord is exposing these elites of Esau Edom, and the Lord said they whole seed is spoiled. So they curse people, but yet they call us cursed. Okay, we about to come up out of that bondage. Lord about to reverse this thing, reverse our captivity, and then put all these plagues and curses on the people that hate us. So let's read that again. It said, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and it said, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. So this verse established the central purpose of the lesson. Yahawah exposes what is concealed, removes false covering, searches out hidden places, and prevent the guilty from escaping his judgment. And that's what's going on right now. So the Lord is exposing this devil. Okay, let's go here. Let's get that word chasap. It's H2834. And what does it mean? So that word to sap is bare, made bare. So he's being stripped bare. Let's go to let's get Isaiah chapter 47, and I'm gonna start at the top and read down to 3. Isaiah 47. And it reads, it said, come down. Say what? Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So the Lord is saying, come down, virgin daughter of Babylon, and sit in the dust. For your days of for your days of sitting on a throne have ended. See? So the Lord is telling these Edomites that their time of rule is ended. That's why all this stuff is happening the way they is. And watch this video I'm finna show y'all. That's a telltale sign right there. It said, O daughter of Babylonia, never again will you be lovely, be the lovely princess, tender and delicate. Wow. So the Lord is this is inquisition. This is a declaration. And see, our people, man, they'll listen to a prophet like this here, a prophecy like this here, and let it go in one ear and come out the other. That's why they being judged. Man, you come and find bodies hung in the back of houses, a lot of bodies coming up, black people bodies, so-called black people, Israelite bodies coming up in the water, drowned. All kind of shit, man, going on right now. But yet our people letting it go in one ear and come out the other. They not hearkening to the prophecy. Verse 2 said, take the millstone and grind the mill and uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Verse 3, thy nakedness, say what? Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. So the shame is being seen right now. I will take vengeance, say what? I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So the Lord is not gonna meet this man as a man. He coming back in that angelic body. Him and them angels, man. And they gonna be traveling in them chariots. All right. Let's go here. Let's get hold on. Y'all bear with me. I lost my footing, man. Damn. Hold on. I think this is right here. This is right here. Y'all bear with me here. Matter of fact, let's go and watch the video, start the video. And then we'll come back.
Donald Trump was having a meltdown at 12:40 a.m. as Iran issued another fatal warning. Donald Trump posting on social media at 12:40 a.m. that he will be hunting down people he says are involved in treason by going to the press.
Man,
to say
these people
that the
crazy,
United
man.
States
Madman.
is out of Patriot interceptors, THAAD interceptors, ATACMS, and Navy destroyers, and other critical military equipment, such that Donald Trump is unable to escalate his catastrophic and unlawful war in Iran. Donald Trump at 12:40 a.m. posting, the U.S. has massive amounts of munitions, especially of certain types. Yes, very specific, of certain types. Additionally, large amounts are being manufactured and shipped to the United States as needed. Shipped to the United States? Didn't you say you brought all the manufacturing back in the United States? Oh, so we need it from other countries? Okay, go on. Defense companies are building the largest number of plants and factories in our country's history. Well, your sentence before that seems to contradict that. Oh, wait a minute. You lie about everything. And he goes on to say, the leakers, and he puts that in quotes, of these treasonous statements are being hunted down. Long-term jail sentences will be sought. DJT. Just think about it. The President of the United States at 12:40 a.m. after threatening to blow the effing S out of Iran and then backing down because the United States ran out of weapons, now is saying he will be hunting down the leakers because they're involved in treason, when Donald Trump and Netanyahu got us into this catastrophic and unlawful war 6 months ago that Donald Trump said was going to end in days, and then Donald Trump proceeded to lie every day and claim he's having fake negotiations with Iran, which was utterly humiliating. Meanwhile, Iran's deputy foreign minister issuing the warning and saying the following: the United States is basically begging us, is what Iran's foreign minister.
See, man, they come to lying and shit, man. Hey, this is wicked. This the wickedest ass administration in my lifetime that I done seen. You know, I'm 60 years. Well, actually, I'll be 60 years old in about another few months. But I ain't never seen no administration like this here, man. This is wicked. This dude here and his administration are wicked as fuck. Okay, let's read it again. It said, so Yahweh is uncovering Esau Edom, the Edomites. Esau Edom. Let's get it again. Jeremiah chapter 49 verses 10. It said, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. See, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So everybody else is spoiled except for him. He's the one doing it. So this verse established the central purpose of the lesson. Yahweh exposes what is concealed, removes false covering, searches out hidden places, and prevent the guilty from escaping his judgment. See, this is what's finna to go down. They're not going to escape. These Epstein classes, these elites, the Rothschild, the Gettys, the Oppenheimer, all these upper echelons that's hoarding all these resources to themselves, they're not getting off. So once again, let's get Isaiah chapter 47 verses 1 through 3. Let's get it said, come and sit down. It said, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 2, take up the millstone and grind the meal, uncover the locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. See, so the Lord is moving in the earth right now. He via through the angels, you know, via them in the chariot, and bring the plague. So he's bringing the plague right now, as I'm prophesying. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, and I'm going to read from 6 to 10. Come on now. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6, verses 1, chapter 1, verses 6. It said, "For wisdom is a loving spirit, and will not acquit a blasphemer of his words. For YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is a witness of his reigns, and a true beholder of his heart, and a hearer of his tongue." So the Lord hears and sees everything that the wicked ass devils doing. It said, "For the spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice." See, so the Lord he containeth all things and have knowledge of the voice. He hear everything that the people idly said. Verse 8, it said, "Therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid." See, so this man is not being, he's speaking all these unrighteous things, he can't be hid. "Neither shall vengeance, when it punishes, pass by him." Verse 8, it said, "Therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance, when it punish, pass by him." Verse 9, "For inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly." So the inquisition is being made. It said, via the prophets. It said, "For inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord, for the manifestation of his wicked deeds." See? Verse 10, it said, "For the ear of jealousy beareth all things, and noise of murmuring is not hid." So all the murmuring they doing in these secret back rooms and shit, hey, the Lord hears everything, man. They can't be hid. The Lord is making them bare. So to strip bare means to remove covering that conceals what is underneath. And that's what the Lord is doing. It said Isaiah demonstrate the literal picture of uncovering what had previously been covered. See? It said Wisdom of Solomon supplies the second witness by declaring that unrighteous speech cannot ultimately be hidden from the Most High. Jeremiah therefore present Yahweh as one who removes concealment from Esau. The judgment began by making what was hidden visible. See? Let's go to let's get Job chapter 12, verse. I'm gonna start at 20 and read down to 22, and 22 being the point. Job chapter 12, verse 22. I'm gonna start at 20. "He removeth away the speech of the trusty, and taketh away the understanding of the age." So the Lord, he silenced the trusted advisor and removes the insight of the elders. Verse 21, he put up contempt, Salapa, he poured contempt upon princes and weakened the strength of the mighty. Verse 22, it said, he discovered deep things out of darkness and bring out to light the shadow of death. See? So the Lord is bringing out the light of the shadow of death. So 21 and 22, he pours disgrace upon princes and disarmed the strong. See, right now, is this not what happened? They had ran out of they had run out of missiles, man. Let's read that again. It said he pours disgrace upon princes and disarmed the strong. See, is this not what's going on? He uncovered mysteries hidden in darkness. He bringeth light to the deepest gloom. See, is this not what's going on? You see? All right, let's move on. Let's get Sirach chapter 48. Sirach, better known as Ecclesiastes chapter 48, verses come on now, don't start this shit. Then like every time I get ready to do get in a row, this thing start acting up on me. They get Sirach chapter 42. Sirach 42. Sirach 42. I'm going to start at 17. It said, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI has not given power to the saints to declare all his marvelous works, which the Almighty Lord firmly settled, that whatsoever is might be established for his glory. See? Verse 18, it said, he seeketh out the deep of the heart. So the Lord seeketh out the deep of the heart. It said he seeketh out the deep and the heart, and consider their crafty devices. For YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI know of all that may be known, and he beholdeth the signs of the world. See? He declared the things that are past and for to come, and revealed the steps of the hidden things. See? Verse 20, it said, no thought escapeth him, neither any word is hidden from him. See? He put, he have garnished the excellent work of the wisdom, and he is from everlasting to everlasting, unto him may nothing be added, neither can he be diminished, and he have no need of any counselor. Verse 22, oh, how desirable are all his works, see, and that a man may see even to a spark, see. So, damn. So, to uncover is to bring something concealed into the open view. This is what the Lord is doing right now. It said, so Job established that YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI can bring even deep things out of darkness and into the light. Sirach confirmed that the Most High searches the deep things and know what is hidden within the heart. Jeremiah applies the same divine ability to Esau. Therefore, exposure of Esau is an act of Yahweh's knowledge and judgment rather than merely human discovery. See? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 14, for YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, see? Whether it be good or whether it be evil, see? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1, verses 9. For inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly, and the sound of his word shall come unto the Lord for a manifestation of his wicked deeds, see? So to expose completely means that nothing remains outside the examination of the divine judgment. Ecclesiastes expressly connects judgment with every secret thing, showing that hidden actions are included in Yahweh's investigation. Wisdom of Solomon likewise teaches that the counsels and wicked deeds of the ungodly are brought to manifestation. Jeremiah made Esau bare, therefore carries the ideal of complete exposure. What was concealed cannot remain concealed when Yahweh brings judgment. Isaiah chapter 28, verse 17, and it reads, judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet, and the hell shall sweep away the refuge of lies. And it said, and the water shall overflow the hidden places. See, and this is what the Lord is doing. Look at Donald Trump getting caught. Okay, we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna do this. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 64, and I'm gonna read to 67. Second Ezra chapter 64, 16 verse 64. It said, therefore, how YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI exactly searched out all your works, and he would put you all to shame. So the Lord gonna put all you elites to shame. All right? He have searched out your works. Now he's finna put y'all to shame. Verse 65 said, and when your sins are brought forth, you shall be ashamed before men, and your own sins shall be your accuser in that day. Verse 66, it said, what will ye do, and how will ye hide your sins before power and his angels? All right. It said, verse 67 said, behold, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI himself is the judge. Fear him and leave off from your sins, and forget your iniquity, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI lead you forth and deliver you from all your troubles. So the Lord is addressing his people, man. So he's addressing the 2/3 that he's going to destroy, that's joined unto the devil. Okay, let's go back to the video.
Garbabadi said, the United States sent a message requesting negotiations and a resolution of issues approximately 4 or 5 days after the start of the new round of conflict. Any agreement regarding the Strait of Hormuz should only be between Iran and Oman. We will not accept any foreign interference in the Strait of Hormuz. With the implementation of the new agreement, existing temporary routes in the Strait of Hormuz will be closed. A significant portion of the routes for ships entering and exiting Iranian territorial waters will pass through. So Iran is working out this deal with Oman, where Iran controls the Strait of Hormuz. Iran can toll in the Strait of Hormuz, and Donald Trump wants to try to take credit for the Iranian deal with Oman, and Iran is saying, if you try to send your tankers through the route that we don't approve, we're not involved in a ceasefire with you, Donald. We will not hesitate to shoot your tankers. And indeed, Iran has been shooting tankers in the Strait of Hormuz as recently as the past 12 hours. The Houthis in Yemen have been shooting at Saudi tankers and other tankers that have not been following its instructions in the Bab el-Mandab Strait in the Red Sea. I mean, just take a look at what went down again in the past 12 hours. The UKMTO, the UK Maritime Organization, received a report about a tanker getting struck right by Oman in that southern route, where the U.S. and CENTCOM encourage tankers to go, where Iran basically blows up all of the tankers that don't follow the IRGC instructions. A tanker was just hit there. Let's go take a look at the Bab el-Mandab Strait, shall we? Because there you have the Houthis making the following announcement. The Houthis announced that they targeted the Saudi oil tanker YAHAWAH with an undisclosed number of missiles in the northern Red Sea off the coast of Yanbu, marking the 8th Saudi Arabian oil tanker targeted and the total number of Saudi tankers diverted since July 22nd to the 29th. The statement is significant because it explicitly expands the Houthis' targeting to include Saudi tankers operating in the northern Red Sea. Let's take a look. Are there any other UKMTO notices? Indeed, there are additional ones. The UKMTO, United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operations, has issued an advisory after yet another attack, this time by Muka in Yemen as well, and then by Aden, Yemen, another Houthi strike right there. Strike after strike after strike. And meanwhile, we're also learning how Iran warned Gulf states that any new U.S. attack on its territory would trigger massive retaliation against the infrastructure, the critical infrastructure across the region, according to 5 sources that spoke to Reuters. As Tehran says, we know the United States is out of interceptors, the THAAD and the Patriots, the PAC-3s. We know that you're out of Navy destroyer SM-2, SM-3, SM-6 anti-ballistics. We know that. I mean, we've heard what General Grinkowicz, the U.S. NATO's allied commander in Europe, has to say. We know you're out. We are able to strike the U.S. bases with impunity, is what Iran says. We can see through the satellite footage that the U.S. has abandoned its bases in the region. And so Iran says, we will continue to escalate these costs until you submit, until you ensure that we have control of the Strait of Hormuz. We're not acknowledging your fake deals, right? I mean, you had Treasury Secretary Bessent the other day saying, we're doing a deal in 2 or 3 days. Trust me, the deal's about to be done. We're going to announce it, and it's just more market manipulation from Bessent. Meanwhile, Iran's Assembly of Experts, that's the main organization in Iran that picks the Ayatollah and supervises the Ayatollah. The Iran Assembly of Experts said the following: the wise, insightful, hopeful, and dignified messages of the leader of the revolution provides direction and guidance for the honorable people of Iran and the Islamic nation, and must remain at the forefront of the country's official considerations. Trusting the arrogant U.S. government is nothing more than a mirage. Placing hope in reaching an understanding or agreement with this bullying regime will lead nowhere. Any action aimed at securing the nation's rights must be carried out within the framework of the leader's view, guidance, and strategic decisions. Then you've got Donald Trump going on his social media platform, posting only Trump with one of the bronze statues that is now gilded gold. And Trump says, "So beautiful, DC is better than ever. Tender, loving care." More from Iran's deputy minister, Garbabadi. He talks about how specifically the route will work in the Strait of Hormuz. A significant portion of the ship's entry and exit routes will pass through Iranian territorial waters. According to the understanding reached with Oman, the northern route, which was established near Lark Island, and the southern route, which is in Omani internal waters, will be closed, as these were completely temporary routes. If this new understanding that is being formed between Iran and Oman, with those requirements met, enters the implementation phase, this new route will be implemented for the passage of ships. A significant part of this new route is located in Iranian territorial waters, and part of it is in Omani territorial waters. That is, it is designed in such a way that commercial ships will always pass through Iranian territorial waters on both the way in and out. In other words, Iran is saying,
I just got $1,000 for my car accident using nothing but this app on my phone.
if you've never heard of, we control the Strait of Hormuz. And if you try to move tankers, we're not afraid. And we've seen these multiple strikes by Iran continuing to hit tankers. The other day, Iran struck a U.S. base in Kuwait. The other day, we believe, the Houthis striking in Dubai. Although right now the UAE says, it was just a random factory explosion. It wasn't actually, any strikes. And so Iran has not backed down, and Iran also sees what Donald Trump is doing. I mean, latest story from the New York Times, just the amount of money Donald Trump continues to waste as he bankrupts our military. So not only are we running out of the THAAD and the Patriot interceptors and the SM-2, SM-3, SM-6 anti-ballistics on those Navy destroyers, but Trump has now spent close to $300 billion or $275 billion on a new class of warships called the Trump class of warships, which now cost 50% more than expected, and that's probably lowballing it as well. It'll probably be significantly more than that. And so Trump said that he liked the way the ships looked right around between World War I and World War II, and he doesn't like our stealth ships, he doesn't like aircraft carriers, and he doesn't like submarines. He wants to build battleships because he likes the way battleships work. So he wants nuclear battleships, and that we are now spending $300 billion of our taxpayer dollars to build Trump battleships. I kid you not. That's what these MAGA Republicans approved as well with their disastrous budgets. And guess what? In today's day of warfare, where you have unmanned submersives, where you have FPV drones, where you have these Shahed-style drones, and the variations of that are used in the United States and Ukraine and elsewhere, drone warfare is the way of the future. And so why would you be building a battleship that it just takes a few unmanned submersives to destroy at this point? It's just a waste of money. But that's who Donald Trump is. Also, Iran is watching as, you hear stories of Trump's incompetence almost leading to him being killed the other day. That's right, Trump almost got killed the other day in a helicopter crash. A helicopter carrying Donald Trump flew right near a passenger jet in Washington airspace. Remember how at the beginning of the Trump regime, there was the horrific plane crash into the helicopter? Well, Marine One, the helicopter that ferries Donald Trump, came less than a mile. It was actually 0.8 miles on an envoy air flight on Tuesday, raising concerns about air traffic control in the congested area. Marine One was unable to get in touch with air traffic control at the local airport, and the planes came within 0.8 miles. For all the pilots out there, you know that the loss of separation warning is really dangerous at 1.5 miles in lateral distance, especially the speed at which planes go and the distance it can go in a very short period of time. So being 0.8 miles away was actually a very, very close call. And Iran's just watching the level of incompetence. They're like, He's afraid we're going to kill him. Dude's going to kill himself based on his own incompetence at this point. A few other things I want to point out, and I'll be doing other videos on this. A new Washington Post article talks about how Trump and Hegseth clash at that Camp David meeting over the lack of interceptors and the Patriot interceptors, the THAAD interceptors, and the anti-ballistics on the Navy destroyers, and the ATACMS and those HIMARS that have been used. And so this is one of the areas that Donald Trump is freaking out over, that this information has gone out, and Iran knows we're out of weapons. That's why Trump's like, we're hunting you down, we're hunting you down. And so at the Camp David meeting, according to the story, Donald Trump was yelling at Hegseth, we thought you had the interceptor situation under control. Why is Dan Kane the chairman of the Joint Chiefs? And generals like General Grinkowicz and others saying that we don't have weapons, we're out of weapons, we're out of interceptors. And Hegseth apparently blamed Stephen Feinberg, his deputy. He was like, it's Feinberg's fault. He did it. And then the whole Trump regime's like, this is fake news. Washington Post is lying. There's nothing true about this at all. There's nothing true about this at all. Okay. Now, as Donald Trump continues to panic late at night, as Iran issues the fatal warning that it will control the Strait of Hormuz and that it will not tolerate any U.S. Involvement in the Strait of Hormuz at all, and Iran made good on it. It struck multiple tankers. I know this isn't being reported, all that gets reported in the U.S. is the market manipulation of Besson. Oh, we're about to make a deal, we're about to make all those lies that manipulated the market at the beginning of this week. But the reality is that the war's going on, and we're getting all this disinformation in the United States, and tankers are being hit, and Iran is striking our bases because we invaded them. The United States and Israel invaded them, and Netanyahu, so of course they're going to defend themselves. And so while all of that's going on, Nikki Haley surfaced. Nikki Haley posted the following: U.S. national debt nears $40 trillion, hits record 124% of GDP. U.S. public debt has climbed to a record $39.8 trillion, leaving it just $200 billion shy of the historic $40 trillion mark. And then she says, in the next 2 weeks, our country will hit $40 trillion in debt. It's one of the biggest problems facing young Americans right now. Yet politicians in Washington and around the country aren't even discussing it. We're leaving an entire generation broke. We're discussing it. You know who's not discussing it? Your cult, Nikki Haley. Your sicko MAGA cult. You know why? Because your Führer, Donald Trump, is responsible for close to 40% of that debt. Didn't you all say that Doge was going to stop this and Project 2025 was going to stop all of this? No, y'all are not fiscal conservatives. You're not fiscal hawks. You are the most reckless, most irresponsible individuals handling money and debt. You're the least conservative. That term is BS. It has no meaning. You're the least fiscally responsible people. Your party, Trump.
Honestly, if you're not satisfied, you can get a full refund in under 3 minutes, no questions asked. Whether your teeth are crooked, missing a few, or totally gone, you'll get a perfect fit without any messy adhesive.
Hey, we'll watch 5 more minutes of this.
Bush, Reagan, y'all are the people who are caused all of this debt. It's actually been Democratic presidents who have lowered it. That's an objective damn fact right there. But MAGA Republicans just care about manipulating the market, making their rich friends richer, and we get this great story from the Wall Street Journal. Philip Wegman and Nick Tamaris scoop. Trump speaks repeatedly with the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Kevin Warsh, over the phone. Since Warsh became chairman of the Federal Reserve, maintaining a line of communication between the president and a central bank chief that has little recent precedent, how about has no precedent at all? Trump now sees Warsh as a valued outside economic advisor. This is some third world banana republic stuff right here. Their continued conversations are a sharp departure from how Fed Chairman Jerome Powell handled Trump and former President Biden. Yeah, because it's supposed to be independent. It's supposed to be independent, that's why. The relationship is more similar to that of Clinton and Greenspan. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is more similar to like Javier Milei. This is more similar to like Bukele. It's more similar to how Orban did things. And that's not what the markets want to see here in the United States. Let me be very. It's not, for long-term sustainability. They're just going to manipulate the markets every in the short term and then screw over all of the future generations with this abhorrent behavior. Anyway, we'll keep you posted every step of the way. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million subscribers. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Hey, if you want the full story, how democracy got here and how we take it back, pre-order our new book, WTF America.
All right, let's go and
today.
do this.
Just scan the QR code or click the link in the description.
Okay, yeah, man. So this place is through, man. It's over with. This place is falling, man, and quick. It's quick. All right, let's continue. Let me see where I stopped at. And then we're going to do a few more precepts, and then we're going to watch another video. We're going to watch some of that video about Elder YAHAWAH. It get Isaiah chapter 28 verse 17. Oh, we already got that. We already got them. Let's get Daniel. The book of Daniel chapter 2 verse 22. And the word for that is uncover. So that's H1540. Let's get Daniel chapter 2 verse 22. It says, he revealeth the deep and the secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth within him. See? So the Lord is through via his prophets, man, is exposing this devil. All right? So we pretty much the Illuminati one, the illuminated one. Okay? It said, so the light dwelleth with the Lord's men. All right. It said with him, right? So those who are dwelling with the Lord, man, the Lord got that light on them, It says, let's go to Sirach chapter 23, and I'm going to read 19 and 20. It said, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So to uncover to uncover means to remove what prevents something from being seen. So Daniel declared that Yahweh revealed deep and secret things and knows what is in the darkness. Sirach strengthens that testimony by explaining that even the most secret parts are visible before the Lord. Jeremiah's language therefore presents the uncovering of Esau as the removal of concealment by divine authority. So what man cannot see remains completely visible to Yahweh. They get Amos chapter 3 verse 7. It says, surely YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. See? So the Lord is revealing all his secrets to his prophets. Starting with the elder apostles and the bishops and the like-minded men on down to myself. Okay? 2nd Ezra chapter 12 verse 36. Thou hast declared all things unto me that shall come to pass in the latter time. See? So the Lord is revealing all his secrets to his servants, the prophets, in the latter time. Second Ezra chapter 12 verses 36. I'm gonna start at 35. It said, "This is the dream that thou sawest, and these are the interpretation. Thou only has been meet to know this secret of this highest of the highest, secrets of the highest." Come on, shit. Okay, let's go here to keep on jumping off the page that I was on. Okay, so to reveal means to make something known that was previously concealed. Amos established that Yahweh reveals his secrets through his prophets. Second Ezra likewise presents prophetic disclosure concerning things to come. Jeremiah uncovered of Esau, therefore belongs to the prophetic function of bringing hidden matters into the light. So Yahweh does not merely seize the hidden things, he can also make its existence and judgment known, to remove the veil. They get Isaiah chapter 25 verse 7. It said, "And he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations." So the Lord is going to destroy in this government. It said in this mountain represent government, the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil is spread over all nations. See? That gets Second Ezra chapter 6. Second Ezra chapter 6 verses 27 and 28. It said, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, and corruption shall be overcome, and the truth," say what? "And the truth which has been so long without fruit shall be declared." So this is what we're seeing right now. This is what's going on. The Lord is exposing these devils and raising up his elect men. All right. So let's go here to so the veil represents something that prevents what is underneath from being openly perceived. Isaiah teaches that Yahweh can destroy the coverings spread over nations. The removal of the veil therefore represents a divine transition from concealment to manifestation. So Jeremiah's statement concerning Esau followed this same principle of exposure. The hidden conditions cannot remain hidden once Yahweh removes its covering. And that's what's going on. This is what we're seeing. That get Daniel chapter 2, verse 28. It said, but there is a God, say what? But there is a power in heaven that revealeth secrets and maketh known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what shall be in the latter days. So the Lord is revealing his secret to his servant, the prophet. And so what do Daniel chapter 2, verse 28 mean? It said, oh yeah, let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verses 5 and 6 said, and speak only unto the people things that I shall show thee, and the things that I shall tell thee. So the Lord is, hold on, shit. Second Ezra chapter 14. Second Ezra chapter 5. Second Ezra chapter 14, verses 5 and 6. I'm going to start at 4. It said, and I sent him and led my people out of Egypt and brought him up to the mount where I held him by me a long season. Verse 5, it said, and told him many wondrous things and showed him the secret of the time and the end, and commanded him, saying, these words shalt thou declare, and these shalt thou hide. So the Lord revealed his secret to his servant Moses, and then he came back and revealed his secret to Ezra. All right. So, damn, it's doing it again. Fucking A. So to make known means to bring concealed information into understanding or public awareness. Daniel directly identifies Yahawah as one who reveals secrets and make known what concerns the latter days. Second Ezra likewise describes things being shown and spoken openly. Jeremiah therefore teaches that divine judgment can include making hidden conditions known. The exposure is purposeful. What is concealed is brought forth as testimony. This is what's going on now. So I get that word mistar. 45:65. It's hidden place. That's Amos chapter 9, verses 2. Amos chapter 9, verse, I'm going to start at the top. It said, I saw YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. And let me slap it. And he that fleeth, said, he that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Verse 2, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, then will I bring them down. The Lord is talking about these elites, the international banking families. It said, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. So ain't nowhere they can hide from judgment. All right. Sirach chapter 16, verse 17 and 18 says, say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. Behold, the heavens and the heaven, the deep and the earth, and all things that are therein shall be moved when he shall visit. Hold on here, Sirach. That's Sirach chapter 16, verse. It said, his mercy is manifest to every creature, and he have separated his light from the darkness with an adamant. Verse 7, hold on here. Am I reading the right verse? Verse 17, it says, say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among many people, for what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures? Verse 18, it said, behold, the heaven and the heaven, the deep of the earth, the deep and the earth, and all therein is, shall be moved when he shall visit. So the hiding places is a location where someone believes he can escape observation. Amos destroyed that idea by showing that neither the depth nor the height can provide refuge from Yahweh. Sirach likewise warned against believing that a person can hide from the Lord. Jeremiah's secret places therefore represent places of concealment that cannot ultimately protect Esau. All right, it said divine judgment reaches beyond every human refuge. That gets Psalm chapter 139. I'm gonna start at 10. It said, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. So the Lord gonna hold his elect with his right hand. Who is the right hand of the Lord? It's Lord YAHAWASHI. So Yahweh gonna hold us with his right hand, which is Lord YAHAWASHI, verse 11. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Verse 12, yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness of light are both alike to thee. See? So, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1. It said, the Spirit of the Lord filleth the world, and that which containeth all things have knowledge of the voice. Verse 8, it's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verses 8. It said, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. So this man is speaking all these unrighteous things. He can't be hid. Neither shall vengeance when it punishes pass it by him. Verse 8, it said, therefore, he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid, neither shall vengeance when it punish pass by him. Verse 9, for inquisition shall be made into the counsel of the ungodly, and the sound of his words shall come unto the Lord for a manifestation of his wicked deeds. So that's what's happening right now. Let's get 10. It said, for the ear of jealousy heareth all things, and the noise of the murmuring is not hid. So to make known means to bring concealed information into understanding or public awareness. Daniel directly identifies Yahweh as one who reveals secrets and makes known what concerns the latter days. Second Ezra likewise describes things being shown and spoken openly. Jeremiah therefore teaches that divine judgment can include making hidden conditions known. The exposure is purposeful. What is concealed is brought forward as testimony. All right. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna wait till I do part 2 and watch this video with Elder Yashawamba. because we coming up on a minute, an hour and 30. So let's go here to okay, let's go get ready to close this off. So let's go into so Yahweh judges the kings of Babylon, the fall of the proud. So let's go to Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 18. It said, therefore, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land. This is what's going on now. It said, the Lord bring these plagues on this place. It said, as I have punished the king of Assyria. So Jeremiah 50 verse 18 revealed the principle of divine judgment. Yahweh does not overlook the actions of kingdoms and rulers. Assyria, that's a buzzword for Esau Edom and Babylon the Great. It said Assyria was previously judged. It was in the ancient days, and now it's being judged in the modern days. It said, and Babylon will also face the same righteous examination. This is what's going on now. It said the power of the kings is temporary, but the authority of the Most High is everlasting. So this verse established the lesson that every kingdom ruler and system that rises in pride must answer before Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. The same God who allows kingdom to rise also determines when they will fall. Okay, Jeremiah 50 verse 18. So that word punish is pakad. It's strong 6485, meaning to visit. So the Lord is visiting to number, to attend to, it said to attend to appoint to, punish. See, that's what we're seeing. So the visit with judgment, it said to visit with judgment. That's that get Exodus chapter 32 verse 34. It said, therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, my angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. See, the Lord is visiting their sin. Esau Edom sin. And he heathen nation. It said, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 verses 8 and 9 said, therefore, matter of fact, hold on for a minute. Wisdom of Solomon chapter, come on, man, fucking A. Can't make this shit up, man. Y'all bear with me here. Okay, let's go back. Yahawah uncovered Esau. Nothing is hidden in the last days. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 17 said, Israel is a scattered sheep. The lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria have devoured him. The last is King Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, have broken his bone. So this verse established the condition of Israel being scattered among the nation because of the judgment brought upon them through the powerful kingdoms. It said Yahawah revealed the nation used instrument of correction. It said would also be held accountable for their pride and violence. The lesson begins by examining how Yahweh exposes the powers that oppress, and how he brings hidden action into judgment, and how he restores his people according to his word. They get that word scatter, is nadak. H5080. It means to drive away. The supporting precept for that is Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 3. It said, then Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, thy power will turn thy captivity. See, the Lord is reversing the captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, thy power has scattered thee. See? So this is what's ready to go down. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 1, verse 35 through 37. It says, your house will be your house will I give to a people that shall come, which haven't heard of me yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no sign, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. Verse 36, it said, they have seen no prophet, yet they shall call their sins to remember and acknowledge them. Verse 37 said, I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little one rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say. See? So you got people out here that believe. You know, they haven't seen the Lord, but they still believe. So to drive away means to remove from a place and cause separation. Jeremiah described Israel as a scattered sheep driven away by powerful kingdoms. Deuteronomy reveals that Yahweh himself controls both the scattering and the gathering. And 2nd Ezra gives the same prophetic pattern, showing that the same God who allows his people to be scattered also promised their restoration. The scattering was not outside of his authority. It was part of his judgment and his future redemption. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna get one more, and then we're gonna close. This says Lamentation. Let's get that one. Lamentation chapter 1, verses 3. And it reads that Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction and because of the great servitude. She dwelleth among the heathen. She findeth no rest. See, we're not getting no rest. It said all her persecutors overtook her between the straits. See, we were taken between the straits. All right. It says, let's get supporting precept. Let's go here to 2nd Ezra. And we'll close right there. Second Ezra chapter 15, verses 46. I'm going to start at 45. It said, and they that remain under her shall do service unto them that have put her in fear. Verse 46, it said, and thou, Asia, thou art partakers of the hope of Babylon, and art the glory of her person. Verse 47, it said, woe means death and destruction, be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her. So the Lord is addressing China. It said, and has decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please the glory in thy lovers, which have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. So China always been known to emulate America. Now they don't surpass America. Right here, 48 said, thou hast followed her, that is hated in all her works, and invention therefore, saith Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi. Verse 49, I will send plagues. Say what? I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, and sword, and pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. So all these nations finna receive the fourth great plague. So hey, I'm gonna leave it right there. I hope y'all was edified until later on. Today in the Spirit Jump, I'm gonna do another lesson, another hour and a half lesson. So let's get a prayer in. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Call Lord YAHAWAH Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Kakadah. And second, I like to say, give a double shout. All praise and glory go to Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Kakadah. And second, I like to give a double shout, double honor to all the elder apostles and bishops of GMS who well. And salutation to the hope elect. And third, I like to say shalom, shalom, shalom to all the like-minded men on down myself that pushing his word and truth and pushing the Lord's doctrine. I'll say shalom to you all as well. And fourth, I like to say shalom, shalom, shalom to all the like-minded sisters that remain quiet in the assembly of the Lord and teaching the younger women and children. I say shalom to you all as well. And may Yahawah Bahashem Yahawashi bless us all as we go further into the great tribulation. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm out.